Welcome to 2021. Hey, what's up? Husband here, and I hope you all had a really great end of the year of 2020, a crazy year that we all had. I hope you spent it with your loved ones, with your family. I sure did, ate a lot of awesome food. But now it's time to get back to work, and I was thinking for a long time what I want to do with my channel this year. And I was thinking to start off with a studio tour. You might have seen the room change in the past month, and I actually went for a more lighter look, not that dark purple which I used to have, which I used to think would be really cool. No, I really wanted to be more open, more bright. Some things will change. I'm still planning on finalizing my modular setup, and you will see that growing on this channel. First thing I want to start off with is of course the look. I like white, I like an open look. And I also have some cool lighting now. I got some cool RGB lights from Philips. They're like the U lights. They're pretty expensive, but they give a cool tone to the room. I can change the color and can set a different mood. If I want to play some dark video games, I can put some cyberpunk colors. If I want to have some more clear vision for making music, I can go for a little wider color. The second thing that I changed around is the main arrangement of the room. I used to have the couch on the side, but I thought putting the couch in the back of the room gives me much more room to walk around, and even this room feels much more open now. I also got some cool little accessories to put stuff in. I got some plants to make it feel a little bit more lively and not be like a kill spaceship. Now, in terms of actual sound creation, I ordered some new acoustic panels which are amazing. I hope it comes across in this first video. I'm still working out the placement of the microphone, but for making music they are absolutely amazing. They're from GIK Acoustics, and they did an amazing job with helping me out find the right ones. I'm not sponsored by any of the people that I'm gonna list today, but I just really enjoy the things that, at least for the acoustics, that they are really clear representation of the sound that I hear and make in my studio. I already put it into the mix downs, I already put it into new tracks, and I can really honestly say my music has become much better, which is really awesome. Also for my clients, they might see an uptake in quality from me as well. When it comes to actually sound output, I still have my Roccat RP5, and it actually feels like I have new speakers in this room because of the acoustics. They have a really well balanced mix for this room. I have a pretty small room. I think it's about, what should it be? I think about 6 meters long, 2.5 meters wide. And for this room, these small speakers really do the job very well. When it comes to the computer, I got a MacBook 16-inch from 2019, which does the job perfectly for both my video game, my music making, my video editing. It's an amazing product. Now, these are actually the main necessities when it comes to making music, aside from the DAW that I use, which is of course Ableton Live. Now, what do I use for making melodies? It's actually the Complete Control Mark 1. It's still the first one. I haven't upgraded yet. I don't see the need yet. I really like the main things that are in the Mark 1. Do the job for me. The second controller that I use is the Ableton Push 2. It's an awesome controller for working with Ableton Live. The Push 2 is developed with working in Ableton in mind, so they work really well together. You can control Ableton from the Push. It has a cool way of inspiring me to create different kind of sounds and different kind of melodies and harmonies. And basically it's much more fun to play around with actual hardware than just clicking with your mouse, I feel. The third installment of the controllers, and it's actually the final controller that I have, which is much more for me a sound device. It's a Native Instruments Maschine 2. I recently, last year, I worked my workflow more towards Native Instruments because they have really awesome sounds to choose from. When I hear a lot of EDM music, I hear a lot of the same sounds being used, and I really want to go away from that, so I use a lot of Contact, I use a lot of way too expensive libraries, and I also use a lot of different kind of sound which you would normally not use in dance music, at least I feel, and this way creating my own kind of cocktail of sounds, which I think is important when you try to strive for your own sound. Now that we got the controllers out of the way, let's go into some synthesizers. I've bought the Moog Mother 32 a few months ago, I think almost like half a year ago. and it's an awesome sound. It's got that real Moog sound which I really love, and it's awesome because I can hook it up to my modular and then back into Ableton Live, and it's a really intuitive way of creating sounds which you don't usually get out of your DAW or out of any digital synth. Now, talking about modular, I've been a really big fan of modular sounds, and I've actually been watching the videos of Christian Hansen for years now. And when he started going into modular, I was thinking like, okay, you can make really cool sounds and really your own thing with this, which is for me really cool. You can combine it the way you want it, you can choose the modules that you want, and so grow something of your own which nobody else has. And as a result of that, last month I did a second installment of my Patreon pack focused around my modular setup. So for the patrons that support me, they have now a really cool library of sound which nobody else has, because they're from my specific setup with my little tweaks and stuff. I did this all manually, so it's a really unique kind of set of sounds, and I'm definitely planning on doing this more. If you guys are interested, I might do a more in-depth video about my modular setup. If you want to see something like that, leave a comment below and I'll check if I can make a cool video for that. Actually, something that I'm pretty proud of is that I made some DIY adjustments to the table where the modular is sitting on. I really hate cables laying around, so I was looking for a way to hook up my cables. So with some clever placement, I now have a DIY cable rack, and it does the job. Now, those are actually the main things that I got in my studio, but there are two more gadgets that I have, or like gadgets. One thing is, of course, the PlayStation 4 that I have. I'm still waiting to be able to buy the PlayStation 5, but it's not available here in Holland, so I still have to wait. As some of you might know, I'm a gamer myself, and I currently love playing Elite Dangerous and Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Waiting to be able to play Cyberpunk finally, because my current PlayStation 4 won't let me play it. Final thing is actually a really cool gift that I got from my girlfriend for Christmas. I got a cup warmer for my coffee, and it's a really cool thing because always, you producers might know this as well, you make a cup of coffee, you get into making music and you forget about the coffee is cold. Well, not anymore. This one keeps the coffee nice and warm, so it's a really cool gift from my girlfriend, so I'm really happy with that. And that's basically the studio, how it is right now. I got some really cool things coming up for this channel, so stay tuned. A lot of cool content is coming your way really soon. I really hope you enjoyed this first video of 2021. I'm looking forward to making this year a much better year than last year, and I hope you guys are too. If you like what I do, hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe. Should you want to support me financially, you can head over to my Patreon. Would help me out a lot as a creator. And then I see you all on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.